Guess what?
Hello,
When it's a
welcome. It's
weekend,
the weekend already.
it's cooking time.
When it's
So
weekend,
cooking time means
that's when I do this kind of cooking.
the really serious cooking.
So
Here's the
today,
cooking for
this
today.
is all
We
we're
have
gonna cook.
tomatoes here. I mean
Those potatoes
bell
there,
pepper,
bell pepper, and the
and
rest.
as you can see, the rest of the
Now we're
other
gonna
stuff.
cook this. We're gonna mix it up
Right.
with
So
beef.
these are
So the kind of
some of
beef
the
that we're going to
stuff
cook.
we're gonna
I
use for
just
today.
cut vegetables mostly
kind
in
of
pieces.
we're going to cook.
We're gonna be
Slice the
slice
beef.
almost like when you're slicing the bacon.
So I have the beef that's
But,
ready.
You'll see.
I had it cut
Either way, it's
in
gonna be a
smaller
good
pieces.
good cooking today.
And
Because
slashes,
that's the
like
plan.
bacon slashes,
Let's see
not
what
the
you're
bacon
gonna think about
slashes.
Because
Just the
cooking-
smallest, the biggest chunk.
I know there are
The
people
big
who
chunk.
who's scared of
You'll
cooking.
see it. Cooking is not that scary. It should not be a scary thing. As my previous videos, you can tell some of the ingredients I'm using. Some of these, they're familiar now, right? They should be familiar. If they're not familiar, then go watch the previous video too. If you don't know what these are. If you don't know these, if you're not sure what these are, then hey, you really need like a lot of cooking lessons. You need a lot of cooking lessons if you're not sure. Or what are these vegetables, and of course the ingredients that I'm gonna be putting into this. So this is the beef I boil, not thoroughly, just a little bit. So I just didn't boil it that much. So you see, still, um, that juice over there, I don't need that for my cooking. So these are the pieces I cut and I drop them in there. So this is the look of the meat. It's not completely boiled. It's still rare cook. So I'm showing also here, if you're not sure what I normally use, because I like to use the same thing that I use for my cooking because the taste is just good. Take a look at it. It tastes really good. I'm not joking. I'm not saying it just because it tastes good for me. Other people also who taste it, they like it. That's a good cooking, they said. So it is a good cooking. So this is all that end up over here in this pot. So it's you look at it, it's simmery. Yeah, it's not so bad. To me, that is a good dish. It's a good dish that you can eat it with anything you want to eat with. You can eat that with bread. You can eat with rice. You can eat with a papa. Yeah, I'm sure you're waiting for me to say it. You're eating with it too. And what else can you eat it with? Or you can eat it without nothing, just by itself. That'll be what? Just a soup. But then again, it won't. For me, it doesn't fill me up. I have to have either the bread or I have to. Though I'm not really a fan of bread, but hey, sometimes the situations just you know makes you do that. So I do with the meat itself is like this. Forgot to let you know the beginning of it. I started after I cut the meat when it was a little bit, I guess what they call a rare cook, a rare cook. When it was rare cook, I cut it, and then this is almost. It looked like I'll say this is basically almost like short ribs kind of meat, you know. But it's just the regular beef, regular meat that I cut it this way. Cause I was thinking when I was doing this cooking about the fajita, you know, fajita. Who knows about fajita? Well, okay, if you know fajita, that's uh, fajita. It looks like this. Not maybe not exactly, but a little bit like this, right? The fajita meat. So I eat mine just as it is. Because as you look at over here, there's a potatoes that I showed you earlier, the carrots, um, and there are other stuff on there. So it's not really bad. The taste is the best. You don't want me you don't want to see me tasting it, do you? Yeah, I put a little bit of cilantro there too. So you get that very beautiful aroma from it. Yeah, my saliva is waiting for it. I taste it, but yeah, now I add that. I add those. I add them on there. Once I add the cilantro, the taste is really, yeah, really good, fabulous, perfect, good. What do you think? The presentation itself, it just looks yummy. You don't want to hear me saying it. Your eyes will tell you just by looking at it. Oh yeah, awesome. Cooked. Not 100% cooked, but hey, I'm not a chef.